When you walk through the hilly streets of San Miguel de Allende, there's a couple things you're going to be hearing everywhere you go. The first is dogs. There are dogs everywhere. But the second is bells. You see, there's hundreds of Catholic churches in the area, and the bells are ringing all day long, starting at 6 a.m. or even before. And the purpose of those bells is to wake people up. Wake up! It's to get people in. Come in! You'll probably hear some go off here in the midst of this video. Now, of course, we know that Ernest Hemingway, for those of you in the English Lit class, wrote a book, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and the answer for that, or the reason for that, was that the bell was tolling because it was death, right? Someone was dying. But here, the bells are tolling for the living. Wake up, come in. And it reminds me of just who we are and what we're called to as people of purpose, that all of us have gifts and talents. All of us have a message that the world is supposed to hear. And I would ask you that right now, as the bell is tolling for you this morning, what are you doing about it? Are you answering the call? Are you showing up? What is your message? The world needs the message. What are you doing to unpack that message? There are three things that I'm going to give you, because I believe that in unpacking that, we have to make sure that we're not conformed to this world, but we're transformed into something new, into a new creation that is able to pull from here to give to this world. The bell is tolling for you. And as we're doing that, our brain is saying, man, I could either just be a product of what I was and what I've always been, or I can choose this thing. I can choose this thing called purpose. I can choose this thing called meaning. And if we do that, it means that we're going to have to think a different way. We're going to have to feel a different way. As a matter of fact, we should feel like and think like that person who's doing those things that we know we're called to do. So what does that feel like? What does it think like? And then the final thing is, of course, those actions, and do those actions line up with who I say that I am? Do the results actually come in line up? Because the brain definitely wants evidence. So here's my challenge to you this week. I want you to look through that calendar of planning that I'm sure you've done. Just take 10 or 15 minutes and say, in each of these moments, what do I need to think? What do I need to feel? And in these actions, is this expressing the very purpose for which I was made? For whom does the bell toll? It tolls for thee. Talk to you soon. Go crush your purpose today.